Dache, Dimelang, Saubona, and hello! Well, it's time to greet the new year! This year has been, well, tough for me and my family. We are still getting over the loss of my grandmother who passed away in 2023, right after my birthday. Uh, we were lucky to have her for so many years. This year started off quite rough as well. Uh, we learned that my mother has cancer. Sorry. And yes, and with that, we also had to say goodbye to a well beloved family pet. Well, that's enough of the doom and gloom. So, the new year is right around the corner, and I have plans, which I would very much like to share with you all. Right, there were so many things I wanted to get done, but it did not go as planned. Don't misunderstand, I'm not blaming anyone. I know it's mostly my fault. I really need to work on my self discipline. Alright, so for the coming year, I have only three goals that I want to achieve. I have three stories I want to get done by the end of 2025. Two will be drawn and published digitally. The other one is going into its concept phase. I, I do wish I would be able to publish it traditionally, I mean, and it will require my best work yet. First on the list, Voyage to the South, a fanfic of Lego Monkey Kid. The synopsis for the story goes like this. MK and May were playing in Monkey King's vault, using his legendary staff as a makeshift seesaw. To their horror, the unbreakable, irreplaceable staff suddenly broke. Devastated, they began planning their funerals until the shattered staff started glowing. In a flash, the piece whisked them away like a shooting star, carrying them to the south. They meet new friends and enemies as they go on their voyage to restore the staff. Alright then, if this sounds like your cup of tea, I got you covered. The first 8 pages are available on my Tumblr. Don't get too fond of them though. They were basically in their concept stage, and once I'm done with the comic, I will also redo those 8 first pages so that everything is coherent in style and to see how far my storytelling has improved. Next up, we have Blackmail a Vampire! Alright, well, I know I've promised in the past that I will finish the story, and I never did because I suffer from major imposter syndrome and I'm too much of a perfectionist. That is something I really need to work on. In any case, well, let me tell you about it, shall we? Now then, Blackmail a Vampire. A young girl believes a curse is behind her struggles at school. She learns that the only way to break it is with the help of her sickly, skinny classmate with a British accent. Together, they uncover the mysterious underworld of mythical creatures living in Pretoria, South Africa. An ancient evil is brought to light, a being fueled by negative human emotions beneath their feet. Can they overcome their differences and work together to face the looming threat? All right, now it's time for the final story that I'll be aiming to complete next year. The King's Golden Protea. A rebellious teen girl is grounded for playing a dangerous prank at school. Her punishment is to spend her holiday with her mother at an archaeological dig site in Mapamgubwe. While the team works atop the mountain, a sudden thunderstorm rolls in. Seeking shelter under a gazebo, she asks for her phone, only to learn it's in her mother's bag, left outside in the storm. Angry and frustrated, she rushed out to retrieve it. Blinded by the heavy rain, she struggles to see until a mysterious hand grabs her arm and pulls her into what seems to be a nearby building. Confusing. Confusion clouds her mind. Was there even a building there before? All right, that's enough of that. As the years progress, I will give you more updates and hopefully pictures of the concept art and comics, so you can join me on my journey. Now then, I realized this year that I lose focus and drive for a project if it is in English, because when I think of making it for English speakers who are the minority, my brain goes to making profits like any other normal human being. And that causes for me to lose interest and no longer enjoy the stories I want to make. So, what I'm saying is that the stories will first be in Afrikaans. Then it will be translated into English for an international audience. I will try to make my post in both Afrikaans and English, but for updates, I will be sticking to English. The reason for this is, well, there are not really a lot of original comics in Afrikaans. We do have comics, but they are mostly translated. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy reading Tintin, known as Kaifi in Afrikaans, and Asterix and Obelix. But the worlds they take in is such a far place, or does not really have much in common with the world I grew up in. So I want to create stories that are not just based in my country, but is inspired by my country and its many cultures. That's why I'm so hyped to do Blackmail a Vampire and The King's Golden Protea, because both have to do with my country. Actually, Voyage to the South, the first part takes place in the mythical world where the story, the original story takes place, but then they go down to the south, haha, and you will see they will get a lot of glow up and you will see a lot of hills. All right then. So I hope you all will, like I said before, I hope you all will join me on this adventure and also leave a like and subscribe and ring that bell for more notifications. All right. Please do not worry, I will not be sticking to just these three main, well, they are my three main projects, but I will be doing smaller videos along the way, helping Afrikaans speakers to learn how to draw, to make it easier for them, and hopefully to teach them what I wish I knew. Alright, thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a happy new year. See you next time. Tot ziens!